You may not realize it, but military training is literally rewiring your brain. And by understanding how this process works, you can get ahead of it and even use it to your advantage. You see, when you join the military, whether it's the Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marines, you're gonna go through something called boot camp. And the purpose of boot camp is to take you from a civilian, someone who's never served in the military, and turn you into a highly trained, disciplined service member, someone who can follow orders and work effectively with others, even under the most stressful situations. But what's interesting is that in order to achieve this, boot camps have to literally rewire your brain. And they do this through something called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is basically the brain's ability to change and adapt based on experiences and training. So when you go through boot camp, your brain is constantly being reshaped and rewired. Your experiences during boot camp create new neural pathways in your brain, which makes it easier for you to remember and repeat those actions. For example, let's say you're learning how to shoot a rifle. When you first start, it's gonna be very difficult. You're gonna have to consciously think about every single step. But as you practice and get better, the steps become more automatic. You don't have to think about them as much. This is because your brain is creating new neural pathways that make it easier for you to perform that action. The same thing happens with everything else you learn in boot camp, from marching to cleaning weapons to following orders. But there's also another interesting thing that happens to your brain during boot camp. See, when you join the military, you're not only learning new skills, you're also being exposed to new environments and situations that you've probably never experienced before. For example, maybe you re-sleeping in a barracks with dozens of other people, or maybe you re-eating in the field with nothing but dirt around you. These new experiences can be very stressful, but your brain adapts to them over time. In fact, your brain actually starts to crave these new experiences. It becomes almost like a second nature. So what does all this mean? Well, it means that military training is not just about teaching you new skills. It is also about changing your mindset, and your brain's neuroplasticity plays a big role in this process. By understanding how neuroplasticity works, you can get ahead of it and use it to your advantage. For example, if you're struggling to learn a new skill, don't get discouraged. Just keep practicing, and eventually your brain will adapt, and it will become second nature to you. Or if you're feeling stressed out by a new environment, don't try to fight it. Embrace it, and let your brain adapt to it. Over time, it will become comfortable for you. And it's not just during boot camp either. Throughout your career, you'll continue to learn new skills and experience new environments. And every time your brain will be rewired, you'll continue to grow and change as a result. So if you're in the military, or if you're considering joining, know that you're not just learning new skills. You're also changing your brain, and that's a pretty amazing thing.